watching part of our STROKESTRA at Home series, bringing you fun, music-based activities from our award-winning STROKESTRA program. Each video features an activity specially designed with our clinical partners to meet the needs of stroke patients working towards recovery, but that are also fun and useful for anyone craving some gentle movement while at home. Please remember to take care when joining in and only move as far or fast as is comfortable for you.
Hello everybody, I'm Gerald and I'm a percussionist in the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Welcome to my garage where I've assembled a few of my smaller percussion instruments along with everyday sort of kitchen and garage items that you can use to sort of copy some of the sounds. First of all, the shaker. That's a real shaker that we use in the orchestra, but I can quite easily make one myself by pouring some rice into this jar, putting the lid on it, and we've got a very similar thing, but it's a bit quiet, so I'm now going to show you how to put different fillings inside the jar to make different sounds. I've got some nuts and bolts here, and I've put a whole load of these nuts and bolts into the same jar, and listen, completely different sound. I've also put those nuts and bolts, the same nuts and bolts now, into this plastic milk bottle, and of course another completely different sound. But this is my favourite one. An old bottle with the same bolts in it, and this is a really cutting sort of a noise. The Claves, a real pair of claves that we use in the orchestra. Now I couldn't find any wood in the kitchen or the garage that sort of made a similar noise to that, but I've come up with some metal claves, and to get the metal clave sound I use a couple of spanners, tap them at the end, get some smaller spanners and it'll be a higher pitch. The cowbell. Now, the colander cowbell. I can get two different sounds from this, similar. Tap the edge there and then tap the bass there. The Guiro, a real Guiro that I bought in Havana, Cuba. In the kitchen though, I've come up with the cheese grater Guiro. Get a rough bit of the cheese grater and then a little round file, or a spoon would probably do it. The go-go bells. They're not a particularly good pair, these ones, but they're similar to the ones that we'd have in the orchestra. And I've now come up with the dustbin lid go-go. See what you think of this. Can get two different sounds from the dustbin lid. This is a proper old metal dustbin lid. And then on the handle. So we can get two different sounds similar to the go-go. The upside down saucepan snare drum played with wooden spoons. With the same wooden spoons, I can now play on a upside down old bucket that used to contain fence preservative. Completely different sound. Play both of them together. The Orchestral Rooter. And this is the real thing. This is what we really use in the orchestra. And they're made out of thin garden canes that you can get down the garden centre. I just demonstrated two different sounds that we can get by tapping it on the edge of the saucepan and tapping it on my hand. In the orchestra, we quite often tap it on the bass drum, and these are actually used in Mahler's Fifth Symphony. I'll let you into a secret. We needed some rooter at the last minute, like just before rehearsal and concert one day, and so it was too late to get the ones we had in the box. So I went and made some. I went down the garden centre, bought some cane and made some and hired them to the orchestra. But don't tell anyone that. Thanks for watching the video. There's just a few examples there to get you started. For the next STROKESTRA at home video, you'll need a couple of household instruments. So I hope you enjoy experimenting with it yourselves and finding the sounds that you want to use.